look at form grading. So we look at how to do the ramp up approach, the sets across approach, the quick and dirty notes, and this would be the next kind of layer to look at quality of things. So you know, a squat is not a squat, it's not a squat. So I want to, you know, when you look at various people doing squats within a room, you can say, well, that person's an awesome squatter, that person's a bad squatter. But more specific, what we do here at the lab is we have a pretty intricate scoring system that we use to indicate, is that an A+ squat, an A, an A-, a B+, a B, B-, and so on. And we've got all sorts of criteria that actually, on that scale down to an F, obviously, of how we give a certain squat, deadlift, etc., are the big rock movements of score. Now that's for us to know on paper what that person's quality is. So no matter what, the weight is, can this person do an A+ squat? So that allows us to know certain things about their mobility, stability, different imbalance type of problems. And so we establish, okay, can John do an A+ squat, yes or no? Or is John's A+ squat the best squat he can do, actually say start at a B- criteria? So once we know that, we know when his form is starting to degrade, or what our goals have to be and priorities on paper of, can we continue to push strength with this guy who's got A+ squats, or does this guy have C- squats at no matter what the weight is, and we need to keep the load down and perfect his positions and clean that up. So this is not only for our trainers to have black and white criteria, but it's also for our clients to understand where they might be missing something. Because they may set a personal record and say, I did 100 pounds for 15 reps. That was a great, awesome set, and they're very happy about it. And that's great. You want to reward them and be very positive and happy about it. But you kind of got to bring them back down to earth when they realize, hey, your back looked like a shrimp and you're humped over the soft spine. It's not worth it. So that way you can keep them in the right boundaries of the right amount of technique and intensity together. So what's the appropriate load and intensity to get progress results that is safe and appropriate? So once you can get them to that A+, so hey, you did 100 pounds for 15 reps at an A+ level squat, that's the ultimate. Hey, or it may be, hey, you did 100 pounds for 15 reps, but it was an A-. That was great, but next time, what we're going to do is not go up in weight, but we're going to try for an A+ squat in all 15 reps. So that's a way to use that system on top of our quick and dirty notes that we talked about here. And so you can then start to layer that on. So if you remember some of these other examples, I might write to the side here, and it was A+ form, and I might just put that in parentheses or something to the side. Or it might even indicate, well, that was an F there for certain things. So there's certain deal breaker things within a set that I might say, well, that's an automatic failure. And things like looking straight down the floor when they're doing a deadlift or a squat, that's an F. I don't care what your school of thought is on that. But certainly, you know, your back flexing and back, spine getting soft, that's a deal breaker. That's totally unacceptable. And that's something I would say, well, everything else was an A, but that's an automatic failure. So it's just to reiterate, you can never do that. It only takes one bad rep to hurt you. Now, another thing is someone might do a great deadlift set, then all of a sudden the last rep they get soft and lazy and just let the weight crush them down to the floor. So that's what we use the grading system for. I'm not going to give all our clear-cut criteria and data on that. That's pretty elaborate and sophisticated. I just want to introduce this so you can kind of play with that. It doesn't have to be that concrete. You might just, it's a great way for us to throw around, hey, that was an A+, an A-, to indicate, yes, you can do a little bit better. Some things have gotten soft. As a quick example, though, you might get some thoracic sort of kyphosis or flexion there in the back. That might be a -1 sort of scenario. We say, well, it wasn't an A, now it's a B because of that situation, or it was a B+, it wasn't that bad. So think of it that way and how we use this system to grade.